When Jesse Iwuji gets behind the wheel, he carries more responsibility than most drivers ever will.
Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to kind of, be that role model.
He's not the first, but he's one of the few who look like him to ever get this far in NASCAR.
In the top 3 levels of the National Series, which are the ones you usually see on TV, it's currently 2 African-American drivers, me and Bubba Wallace.
Growing up in Carrollton, Texas, Iwuji put his energy into football, starring at Hebron High School before playing at Navy. As a kid, he remembers he liked racing, but could never picture being a part of it.
You turn on the TV and you wouldn't see any other, minority drivers out there. And then now you're like, okay, is this not meant for me? Am I not allowed?
After 7 years of active duty in the Navy, Iwuji got into racing at 27 years old. Now 33, he's driving on the Xfinity Series, one step away from joining Wallace at NASCAR's top level, the Cup Series.
That's what I'm working for. That's where I'm aiming to get. That's where I'm going to get.
Wallace, now 27, has taken a much different path. In 2010, he joined NASCAR's Drive for Diversity program. The initiative was started in 2004 with the goal of sending minority drivers to the Cup Series. But since its inception, only 3 drivers have actually made it. Daniel Suarez, who is Hispanic, Kyle Larson, who is Asian American, and Bubba Wallace, who is just the 2nd African American driver to ever race at the sport's highest level. What needs to happen for there to be more diversity going forward behind the wheel in NASCAR?
Yeah, we got to show that the program works. Are there ways that we can get better? Yeah, for sure. Those are conversations that we have behind the scenes of what are we doing to help our youth and get them in the right spots where they need to be to showcase what they really have.
At the heart of those conversations is Max Siegel, manager of the Drive for Diversity program since 2009. Despite NASCAR's severe lack of minority representation, Siegel has seen interest in the program nationwide triple since he took over. The program eliminates the biggest barrier of entry for any driver to the sport: cost. Even in NASCAR's deep minor leagues, Siegel says the cars his drivers race can cost up to $1 million per year. Drive for Diversity foots the entire bill for each driver's car, but the program can only afford to fund a small group of drivers.
Out of that 160 applications that we get, we'll wind up having about 6 to 10 drivers.
The cost at the top, far steeper.
$15 to $30 million a year.
When drivers graduate the program, they have to find the millions needed to move up in the sport. For years, Siegel says, his drivers have struggled to do that, as big businesses haven't seen the value of investing in minority drivers in the predominantly white male sport.
Until recently, Bubba had a hard time getting sponsors to support him.
That changed for Wallace last June. With the nation focused on the Black Lives Matter movement, Wallace spoke up, successfully getting NASCAR to ban the flying of Confederate flags at races. He took to the track in a Black Lives Matter car, and when a noose was found in Wallace's garage before a race at Talladega, it galvanized the entire field of drivers into a powerful show of unity and support for Bubba, with the whole world watching.
We're changing the game. Everything that happened last year, I think we put NASCAR on the map in a lot of new areas.
Look at this. Here's a black driver and everyone's supporting him. Everyone's around him. Everyone's gathering around to show support for helping to end racial injustices. I think that did help bring in more minority eyes to the sport.
It also attracted an icon who transcends sport. In September, NBA legend Michael Jordan announced he would become the co-owner of a new Cup Series team with Bubba Wallace as his driver.
Look, I don't want to get in there just to go around the races. I want to win.
MJ saying, I see this as a chance to educate a new audience and open more opportunities for black people in racing. Other sports legends are paying attention.
We know you as Emmitt Smith, the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Did that spark any thoughts in your mind that, hey, maybe we'll know you as Emmitt Smith, NASCAR team owner someday?
Well, you never know what's in the future and what the future may hold.
Cowboys Hall of Fame running back Emmitt Smith is now investing in the mission. In October, his company, Notable Live, became a sponsor for Jesse Iwuji.
He's a hometown guy that's actually trying to break barriers and create new ground and new opportunities for others to follow.
Iwuji's vision goes beyond just pushing for change as a driver. He's working on launching a diversity team of his own, one that would close the gap where so many minority drivers have gotten off track.
I believe now there needs to be a national series level diversity team that people have somewhere to go after they get out of the Drive for Diversity program. Me and some partners, and we're working on trying to see if we can create that.
Is that something you would be interested in being a part of?
Yeah, why not? I want people to experience what Jordan has experienced, what I have experienced.
Growing up, Jesse Iwuji never envisioned being a part of NASCAR. These days, he can picture a NASCAR that inspires all kids to dream to drive.
We had a few females here. We have some Hispanic people, African Americans, Asian, whatever. We held all different races here racing and competing. Eventually, we'll get to that point. It's just going to take time.
I'm Jeff Cole, Fox 4 Sports.